Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 138 of my TTM returns. Got in 6 through the mail successes as well as a purchase that came with a couple of signed items. So I'll share that at the end. But we'll get started here with the 6 returns. Got 3 football and 3 baseball returns, all on some 90s trading cards. So some great additions to the sets. We're going to start off here with a former NFL defensive back and current NFL general manager. I've been meaning to write to this guy because he is an NFL GM and just never got around to it. And then I saw that he had a card in the 1991 Upper Deck set, and people were getting him back. So I thought, hey, I'm glad I kind of held off because now I can, get 2 birds with 1 stone with this. But got a 1-of-1 return from Martin Mayhew. He is currently the general manager of the Washington Commanders. He is the former GM of the Lions as well. Had a pretty decent playing career and has been a longtime executive in the NFL. So that's a really cool piece to get there. That's the only card I had of him in the sets, so that works out really, really nicely. Then we have a 2-of-2 success from a former NFL wide receiver. This guy had himself a pretty decent career. These are coming back from former Chargers receiver Nate Lewis. So first shout out to Brandon Stebbins, longtime Chargers fan. I've seen him get a lot of former Chargers players back, so anytime that I get one, always makes me think of Brandon. Then the last football return we have here is a 4-of-4 success. This guy was a Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots. I think he's a 3-time Pro Bowler, longtime linebacker, over 50 sacks in his career, so a very, very successful one. But 4-of-4, signed in blue from Brian Cox. So got his 1991 Upper Deck rookie force. And then his second season in the league in 1992, I'm pretty sure he had 14 sacks. Received some votes for Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure who won it that season, but obviously had himself an excellent sophomore season, which you don't see very often, but that came back pretty quickly. Then we got 3 baseball returns. First one here is a 1-of-1 from former MLB pitcher Kirk Dressendorfer, who played for the Oakland A's. He had 3 wins, didn't play too much, but still cool to get that one. Then we have a 2-of-3 return from a former Hall of Famer. Looks like his signing habits are starting to fall down a little bit. He used to sign whatever you sent as long as you sent the money. It seems like he's trying to go to being 1 per, still charges. But he was willing to sign 2 of the 3 cards that I sent because I was still unsure exactly what he was trying to do with his fan mail. But got Ryan Sandberg. He signed my 90 Upper Deck and my 90 Don Russ. So I still have the 1990 Don Russ All-Star card. Hopefully, Brandon, you've been able to get your cards from him because it seems like he's being a little bit of a pain right now. But still glad to get at least 2 of them. He did take the full $30, but that just means I have 1 more mailing out to do, and then I should be done with asking him for anything. And the last one here, a bunch of people have started getting this guy back. His agent now handles his TTM requests. I did send to him sometime last year. An address popped up. Never got my cards back. So these were the only 2 cards I still had left in my collection to send in. I think he's $10, $10 or $15, something like that. But very worth it. Came back quickly. 2-of-2 from Jose Canseco. So I got my 1990 Upper Deck and my 92 Fleer Ultra. So like I said, his agent is handling all of the mail, and he says he's going to try to meet up with his clients. He's doing it for another player too. I don't know exactly how many he's handling it for, but it's Jose and another guy. And he's going to try and meet with them once a month, handle all the send outs and transactional stuff and whatnot, and just have them sign the cards. He brings them back, sends them out, makes it a little bit easier on them. But they look good. Autographs came out awesome. Been seeing a bunch of other people get him back. So really, really glad to finally have him in the collection. So that is it for the TTM returns. I do have a couple of items that I received via purchase. These came in really, really quick. This is from a website that offers a whole bunch of different collectibles and stuff like that. If you're into like comic books or manga or anything like that, it's definitely worth checking out. But they also do something that's really unique in that they partner up with artists that are releasing new albums and vinyls and everything, and they get them to sign a bunch of them and sell those out. So I bought 2 albums with an autographed CD booklet from Newbury Comics, Newbury. They've been around for quite a while. I've been meaning to buy more stuff from them, but I never get around to it. It always seems like there's like 1 or 2 bands that I know at a time when they hold everything. And so I don't really feel like ordering frequently. I'd rather order all in bulk, but that never really seems to be an option. But the first CD I got here was from a band that I used to listen to growing up. Kind of started disliking some of their newer stuff that was coming out. But after ordering this, I listened to the newest album, the one that I purchased, and it's actually pretty good. So I'm going to be listening to it more for sure. But received the 4 autographs of the members of Bullet for My Valentine. And this is from their self-titled record that came out last year. All 4 members of the current iteration of the band. And what's cool about Newbury Comics is you don't just get an autographed CD booklet, but you get a copy of the CD as well. You get that separately. So I think that's called Digipack. So I don't have like a CD case to put it in. I might try and find like an old one and switch it out or something like that to store it. But I'll definitely be checking that record out. For those of you who might know them, you probably remember some of their earlier stuff like what is it? 4 Words to Choke Upon, Tears Don't Fall, Waking the Demon. I got into them around 2011 because they were in, or 2010 because they were in NHL 11 with Your Betrayal. Their song "The Last Fight" is probably my favorite of theirs. And then, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the direction they went in for a while, but their new stuff is kind of it's different than what they used to do, but I like the sound of it. So pretty cool to get that finally. And then the other one, I don't really listen to Heartland rock or classic rock or whatever you want to call it all that much, but I recognize the name immediately. I've definitely heard his stuff on the radio. He's in his 70s now, so very much worth purchasing this of the legend. But purchased a John Mellencamp autographed copy of his new album, Strictly a One-Eyed Jack. So, like I said, you also get a copy of the album as well. I'm going to switch these out, maybe see if he does TTM, get the other one signed, or maybe find a band member of his that signs, or just keep it for fun. I don't know. But really happy with the purchase. Arrived really fast, less than a week. I think maybe about 4 or 5 days. And they do not charge an obscene amount for these CDs, because you're getting the album, you're purchasing the album, which is always like $10 to $15 as it is, and then the autograph. Sometimes they do like a card or like a little promo photo, but a lot of times they do the autographed CD booklets, and you're maybe paying $20 in total for the whole thing. So their prices are very good. Shipping's excellent. I wish I would have bought more stuff from them in the past, but couldn't pass up the offer on these. But that is it. Let me know what you guys think. Greatly appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. But it means a lot to me. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.